Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. Bitcoin having an absolute incredible morning today. Sorry, I had to listen to that last drop on that last song. Yes, I know it's a YouTube song, so we can't get too hype on it, but I did anyway. Anyways, what's going on, everyone? Let me actually get this screen back up the way I wanted to. Perfect. There we go. All right. Yeah, so I actually don't have my Speedway coffee today. I am going to try, right? And the key word here is try. Two, cut out coffee again. And the reason why is I just look at these charts and I get way too amped up when I'm on coffee. So you know what? I'm going to try to quit coffee again. You know, I tried it a couple months ago. Didn't work out too well. But we're going to go for it again here. So what is Bitcoin doing this morning? Well, we were looking at this possible bull flag yesterday, right? So we got a little bit of a fake out, came back down. And we actually can see we got perfect support on this yellow line coming across here, right? We wicked a little bit below it, but general, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on it. And we kept crawling up on it until we finally got a nice bounce back up to the upside on the hourly time frame. We are getting some resistance at this pretty critical about $36,300 level. If you look left, we have a bunch of resistance from back in that area. Even looking like even further left, I mean, tons of resistance and support. That's the only problem we have right now. It's just if we look left, there's just so much price action in this mid $30,000 range now that it's going to be tough for us to make some major pump. But we seem to be doing it right now, right? We seem to be doing it right now, which is exciting. But I want everyone to, I know it's exciting right now. Where's the, hold on. What the, sorry guys, I had the helmet on. Where's my damn helmet? There we go. I had the helmet on. I don't know where it went. But anyways, let me get the helmet on. Even though I think we got to be a little bit not so much cautious, but I think in the short-term time frame, we might need a little bit of a cool down. I'm going to go exactly why. You guys saw the title of the stream, right? It said Bitcoin, whatever. It said Bitcoin's doing well, but make sure you guys are being a little cautious, right? We're not out of the clear yet, basically what I was saying. So if we look at the hourly time frame here, we do have the possibility of a bearish divergence if we can't get back above 36,300. Now, this can be completely invalidated if we go up and break 36,300. But if we don't, you can see right here, we have higher highs in price action. And as of right now, we do have lower highs on the RSI. So that could inherently keep us down slightly here, or at least make us kind of come back down a little bit, maybe retest it once again, this yellow trend line before continuing back up. We are getting slightly oversold on the hourly time frame as well. So like I said, like yesterday, even when we got oversold right here, we do usually need to come back down and cool that off before another run to the upside. So we could need to see that coming up. Obviously, we have our measure move target here upwards of about 37,000 approximately on the hourly time frame. But what a nice freaking morning to wake up to. What a nice morning. Now, this is the key thing that we want to talk about today. We have now firmly, with a 4-hour close, broken this downwards resistance. Now, I know a lot of people are going to bring up the fact that if we actually bring up the volume on this guy on the 4-hour time frame, a lot of people are going to bring up that the volume is not great. And I totally understand the sentiment where you can come at this from a glass half empty perspective instead of a glass half full perspective, right? The volume's not great. Usually on these type of breakouts, you want to see some crazy volume. We did not get it. It was very similar to this breakout back here, right? When we actually broke this resistance, and we didn't get some crazy amount of volume, right? We got decent volume, but not the crazy volume you would expect. Now, does that necessarily mean that we continue down? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And usually actually on these, we actually come back down and retest before continuing up. But keep that in mind, guys, is the volume's not great. But like I said, I mean, it doesn't really have to matter necessarily. It's just something to keep an eye on. As Bitcoin is at 36,300 as we speak right now, man, I need to get this pump song. I need to get this freaking pump song going here. I'm going to add that to the stream today so we can start playing some pump songs. Also some dump songs. If I can find a nice little sad song. I know someone said they sent one to me on Twitter, so keep that in mind. 4 hour is getting up there, right? 4 hours getting up there on the RSI, so we may need to, we have a little bit more room to run up here for a Bitcoin, but Bitcoin doesn't look like it wants to stop right now. Yeah, we could, get a little oversold on the 4 hour here and might need to slightly pull back as well. But a pullback is healthy, right? Because what we did here, I think, was a little unhealthy, where we broke this. We never came back down to retest it as support, right? So what happened? we started getting some bearish momentum and we just broke right through it, right? So instead, you know, if we, wherever we pump to right now, I mean, we're all hoping that we pump to 65,000 right now. Bitcoin going to the sun. Is this true? It's pretty much, man, pretty much. But if we actually got in the wherever this goes to, right? We came back down and retested this first as support and then continued up. That would be a little more healthy thing to do. Not necessarily the thing we have to do. It's I just don't want to see another scenario where we all get super bullish here and then we just come back and we break it, right? So let's hope for some type of.
In your intro, BTC going to the sun, is this true? Tears of joy.
Whoa, too early for that. Too early for that. I can't be jamming out right now, even though I was already jamming out to the sun. But yeah, I mean, everyone's talking about this W pattern too, right? Everyone's talking about the W pattern here. I mean, I think at this point, I mean, you just look up. I think, you know, I think a move up to this red box makes a lot of sense in that scenario. You know, upwards of about, you know, 40,000 to 41,000, based off this nice W reversal pattern here. But keep in mind, I don't think we just go straight up here. As much as I want us to go straight up here, we got to keep an open mind, right? And it's not just going to be clear shines and rainbows to the upside. And another reason for that is the fractal we've been looking at, right? This would correlate very well with what we've been talking about. This still continues to play out absolutely perfectly, guys. Look what happened in this fractal the last time, right? We had the double bottom there. Let me actually move this down. We had the double bottom. We got a nice pump to the upside. We actually came back down to retest, and then we went sideways for a little bit, just holding it as support, you know, and then kind of just going sideways and then getting that last pump. I don't know if it's going to continue to play out that way, but it continues to play out pretty nicely. We'll obviously watch this going forward, right? Man, this is looking good, huh? This is looking good. The wick off. I know everyone's talking about the wick off too. I don't want to be an echo chamber per se, but this does continue to play out. 36,400 right now for BTC. 420, I should say. 420. Happy 420. Even though it's not 420, but happy 420. Anyways, we're getting that second pump to the upside. Like I said, on the wick off, you would usually get a second retest, right? A second retest. So even if we pump a little bit more here, we come back down and retest, that would be perfectly A-okay. All right, not going to spend too much time on that because you probably have a million other people talking about that. Daily chart. Look at that daily candle we're getting right now, guys. Daily looking good. Everyone talked about us breaking this downwards daily resistance. It looks like we're about to do it on the RSI there. Stock RSI in the daily still pointing nicely upwards. Have room to run there as well. And MACD also flipped positive. And now we are starting to flip into the positive territory there. So the daily looks extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Obviously, that can flip on a dime, right? We've seen it in the past, but let's soak it in while we get some positivity, right? Let's be positive while we have the time to be positive, even if, what's the worst case scenario? What's the worst case scenario for Bitcoin right now? You know, we continue up, we get rejected from this red box, and we come back down. We've seen it before. It's not like Bitcoin's going to die even if that happens. What's the best case scenario? Well, best case scenario, you know, is Bitcoin probably just continues this wick off. And I don't think it's just going to go boop, right? It's probably going to do something like back test, come back up, test the red box, probably come back down and back test again, and then kind of break it, something along those lines, if possible. Now, we don't want to break back in. The bearish scenario, guys, we break back in to this falling wedge. That's the bearish scenario, right? And even if that happens, we've had fake outs in the past and we've recovered, right? So even if that does happen, we come back into this. I think this green box is going to continue to be good resistance for us. Isn't it fitting that as soon as I haven't redrew the screen in the red box, isn't it fitting, at least for right now, right? That, you know, as soon as I ended drawing this green box, maybe we won't retest the green box again. Now that we ended the green box on July 3rd, or I actually ended this on July 3rd. Look at that, right before 4th of July. And you guys know I won't be streaming on 4th of July, so maybe that's when we get that that fireworks pump, right? That fireworks pump. All the haters are over watching Crypto Savvy. Yeah, I mean, Crypto Savvy is a 100% bear. But hey, like I said, I have no problem with people having bearish predictions, right? Every bull needs a bear, and every bear needs a bull. So we're all friends here. We're all friends here, whether you're a bear or a bull. I tried to have my stream be a little bit mix of both and not get too overly moon boyish and not get too overly bearish. I say not too overly moon boyish as I'm wearing a freaking Bitcoin helmet that's going to last us up to the moon, but you guys get the general sentiment, right? General sentiment. We're going to go over a couple altcoins in a second. Let me just chug some water. Ah, man. Awesome. All right. So if you guys can see on my little thing here, Bitcoin up 5%, ETH up 9%, Chainlink up 12%, Chainlink back over $20. Let's go over. Let's go to Coin Market Cap, aka CMC. Ethereum actually up 10 on here. Binance up 8. XRP up 15%. Wow, damn. Bitcoin Cash. I know I saw ETH Classic went absolutely insane. Yeah, ETH Classic up 31%. Guys, it's good to see these altcoins starting to wake up, right? When you start to see the alt. Rob said, "Teach me how to chug water through a space helmet." But yeah, I mean, when you start to see these altcoins wake up, that is extremely bullish, right? Because what have we seen throughout this whole time frame for Bitcoin, right? We've seen Bitcoin kind of going sideways and altcoins really struggling, right? Altcoins actually even dropping in value based on BTC. What are we seeing now, though? We're seeing altcoins go absolutely nuts, whether it's 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%. Some altcoins even up 30% in the last 24 hours. This is what we want to see. This is bringing confidence back into the market. That's what we want to see, confidence. Now, we don't want to get overconfident, right? We don't want to get overconfident. That's when we see coins like, actually, Doge is only up 8%. That's not bad. I know Shiba had an awesome day today. I mean, 18%. I mean, it's not that. I mean, it's a good day for Shiba. It's a good day for Shiba, but I mean, there's a lot of coins that are up even higher than that. So, confidence is coming back. Confidence is coming back. I know all it takes is one big dip, and then the confidence is gone. As we know, the crypto market is very, very emotional. But we'll go over some alts. Let's check out Ethereum. Guys, look at Ethereum. So not only did Bitcoin break its resistance, what did Ethereum do? Ethereum looked at that teal resistance in the eye, like I'm looking at you right now. See me? Looking at you guys right in the eye right now. What did Ethereum do? Looked at it and said, Nope. It said nope and broke that resistance. Now, we also are getting back over the 50-day moving average, right? The 50-day moving average, or the 20. No, sorry, the 20. I apologize. The 20-day moving average for Ethereum. Now, we know that 20-day moving average is a very good short-term kind of momentum indicator, at least for me, right? So we're back over that 200-day moving average, back over the 20-day moving average. What is the next target for Ethereum? Well, we look up here, and we come up. Let me just look at what maybe next resistance is on the daily. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's take our fibs. Take our top to our bottom here. And yeah, it's probably where I had the next resistance anyway, so that makes sense. The 0.236, which is right here at about 2,337. That's probably our next resistance there for ETH. Just looking at our fibs there. So watch that level for Ethereum, seriously. But just an awesome day for Ethereum as we continue to kind of rise to the upside. Damn, Bank of Canada was wrong. Yeah, Bank of Canada was wrong again. What do you know? Look at Cardano. Look at Cardano, guys. Same exact thing. Not only did Ethereum break that resistance, okay? Not only did Ethereum break that resistance, but we now have Cardano breaking that downwards resistance as well. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let me get the crystal ball out. See what we're going up for Cardano. in the space helmet. You can't. There's no better combo than the space helmet and crystal ball. Why is my hands? What the? Hold on. There we go. Let's get the crystal ball out. All right. All right. So what's next for Cardano? We bounced off the 200-day moving average a couple days ago. It looks like now we are trying to get back over that 20-day moving average. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Now we have that 50-day moving average, which is right here coming across. That probably be our next resistance, just looking at this from eyeball perspective. The dollar index, we shall take a second look, man. But yeah, I mean, based off our fibs, this is not really telling me much here. Not really telling me much. I think, yeah, never mind. On the daily time frame, if we continue to pump here, I'd probably see next resistance here for Cardano probably being about 160. And now that I actually look left, it's probably these highs. You see, I see all these highs from back here at about 150, right? 1, 2, 3. Previous support. It's a big level, 150. If you can get back above 150, you'll be looking pretty good. And then obviously you have this 50-day moving average at approximately about 158. So watch out for that. Cardano obviously looking extremely juicy as well. Extremely juicy. So Bitcoin's sitting at 36,300. Like I said, we do have some resistance there. Looks like we are getting a little bit of resistance, which is fine. Like I said, 1 hour probably needs to cool down a little bit. I don't want you guys freaking out if we do start dropping here. 1 hour is on the higher side. We might need to cool that down, as I said earlier. All right. What did I want to look at here? I said something I wanted to look at. Hold up. I had something I wanted to look at. What's the dollar index looking like? We can look at that dollar index. Let's see. 20. In your intro, Bitcoin going to the sun. Is this true? Bitcoin's going to the moon, man. Bitcoin's going to the moon. Edward said, would you hold Matic or sell? What's Matic doing today? Hold Matic or sell? I mean, I probably wouldn't sell, man. I mean, Bitcoin is picking up some steam. Bitcoin just broke its most important resistance that we have, at least until we get into this red box. That's a big resistance too. But I wouldn't be selling altcoins right now until you start seeing some weakness from Bitcoin. These altcoins are going to run pretty hard. Now, if you start seeing Bitcoin droop a little bit, start looking at some bearish stuff for Bitcoin, then you would probably want to sell off some of your altcoins. But right now, I mean, the altcoins look strong. So I probably wouldn't sell Matic. Now, if Matic breaks out from this big symmetrical triangle that we know we're talking about this big symmetrical triangle for Matic, and we actually extrapolate this up. Let me just see what our measure move could be here. If this does break out, let's say within the next couple of days, measure move target about 322, right? So Matic has room to run on the daily. You can make some major moves here on the daily. A lot of these alts have a ton of room to run up here on the daily. Robbie said, I'm here so I don't get fined. Dylan said, I'm here, brother. What's up, Dylan? ETC up 30%. Yeah, ETC going absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. James said, fast transactions off ADA and ETH good for banks. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with fast transactions, man. Nothing wrong with fast transactions. So Bitcoin's not really for transactions, in my opinion. Bitcoin's more of a store of value. That's where some of these other altcoins could come in, right? One of these altcoins will be, used for those fast transactions, I think. Just depends on which one. Sunnyside, what's up, man? Good morning, Jordan. What is the dollar index looking like? The dollar index is actually pumping, right? So we're seeing something weird, right? We're seeing the dollar index pumping while Bitcoin is pumping. It's usually something we don't see necessarily on the daily time frame. Now, you could have a little bit of could have a little bit of cup and handle action on the US dollar index. Like I said, it's an index. So I don't know how valid this really is on an index, but you could have a little bit of cup and handle here that if this does break to the upside, could, based off history, spell trouble for BTC. though the correlation, right, the last couple of days hasn't been too great, but it's more of a macro thing, right? It's not more of, you know, US dollar index is up today, Bitcoin has to be down today. It's more of a macro thing. So over the long term, right, if the US dollar index goes up over a significant amount of time, usually Bitcoin will go down during that significant amount of time. But it doesn't have to follow it pretty much day to day. Just something I like to look at day to day, you know. But if this does break to the upside, could spell some trouble there for BTC, at least in the macro time frame. But that's something like that, like we said, that's speculative, something that we'll continue to look at as the days go on. AMP. Yeah, actually I had AMP up already, which is good. Shorters go to Savvy. Crypto Savvy. Crypto Savvy. What are you going to do, man? Some people get popular over just being a bear at the right time, right? What are you going to do? AMP says, on the one-day time frame, what is AMP doing here? I mean, we're at a pretty good support. Pretty good support. We bounced off that level there. Glad you're in this AM. Much appreciated. Thank you, Rodney, dude. I am happy to be here today. Obviously, I told you guys yesterday if Bitcoin was going to make some major move, I would be here. And it definitely did that, breaking that resistance with an absolute force. Let me go back to AMP. But anyways, let's see here. What is AMP doing? I still was talking about yesterday the possibility of a head and shoulders pattern here. Left shoulder, head, and you know, if this does continue up, it might have possibility of a right shoulder. Now, it looks like it denied that head and shoulders pattern, but it's still definitely a possibility. As we know, though, if Bitcoin does continue up, most likely you're going to see these altcoins continue up, right? Guys, I'm still working on right? I'm still working on it, okay? And saying But yeah, that's really what we're watching here for AMP. I mean, if AMP continues up, I see the next resistance. If you can get back over your 20-day moving average, right, which currently sits at about 6.4 cents, you break above that, I see a nice move up to about 7.8 cents, which is one resistance, two resistance, could be your third resistance coming up, right? Tons of room to run on the 4-hour, though. It's all I hear from myself now, dude. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's really AMP. I like to look at stuff more in the daily time frame right now because that's what really matters, not the short-term time frame stuff.
I pulled all my S and put it into DAI. I heard we are expecting a breakout today. Loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying.
Hold on. Good morning, Jordan. Oh, James said, could you look at Kava? I can look at Kava. Bitcoin going again, 36,400 as we speak right now. Bitcoin that 36,400. Jordan called in sick to McDee's. That's too funny. That's too funny. I did call in sick today. How can I not call in sick when Bitcoin's literally making me sick looking at these charts? In a good way. In a good way. It's going to make me pass out. I'm literally going to pass out today because of Bitcoin. It's insane. James said, can you look at Kava? Yeah, we can look at Kava, man. Kava. I don't think I've looked at Kava in a while. I could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. What was I looking at last? Oh, yeah. I mean, this did play out, technically, right? You had a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You actually did break this to the downside, but bounced nicely off kind of where you bounced off last time, right? So, nice little double bottom. Now you're just getting that push to the upside along with BTC, right? Let me actually clear this out. And what we're going to do here is try to see if maybe we have some daily resistance coming down, right? Some daily resistance. I mean, you're pretty far away from it. I think your daily resistance is coming down something along these lines. So you got some room to work here. But in general, Kava looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Obviously looks pumpy, right? Now you have, like I said, you have some work to do, right? You still got a lot of room to make up here. Now if we go take our fib levels right about here. Actually, you know what? Now I'm gonna take from yeah, I'll take from down here. I usually don't like calling the wicks, but this one makes sense, right? The 0.382 might be some pretty big resistance there. You do have a top there, some support from back there. So 441 probably my next resistance there for Kava if you do continue up, but Kava obviously looks strong, and a lot of these altcoins look extremely strong right now. It's kind of the name of the game right now. The name of the game. My wife is so pretty. Yeah, look at Ethereum, man. Look at Ethereum go today. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. I mean, the last 3 days, really. I mean, ETH is up about 30%. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Don't stop your Oz. Wish I didn't mention it. That's all I hear now is Bob said you called in sick. Who was making the fries? Actually, there's someone actually named Bob that works there. He usually does burgers, but he actually might be doing the fries today. Maybe it is you. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you called out too, dude. Morning, Jordan. Glad you're in this AM. Much appreciated. Thank you, Rodney, dude. Bear said I pulled all my ETH and put it into DAI. I heard we are expecting a breakout today. I'm gonna assume you're being sarcastic, Bear, because I think you were on the stream yesterday. We were talking about how when Bitcoin consolidates right under a major resistance, it usually means we're going up. And same thing as support, right? When Bitcoin consolidates right above a major support, usually means we're going down. Like I talked about yesterday, this is really the only time that we consolidated under this line, right? All the other times we just got major wicks and got rejected, pretty much every time, right? We never really consolidated underneath. So that's why I was pretty bullish there, because we were consolidating, and now we broke it. So the more times you hit your head on that resistance, right? Eventually it's going to break through. You know? WCD said Jordan called in sick to McDee's. Now I have to cover. Sorry, WCD. But like I said, you want me to get you a job, you got to cover me for when I have important things to do. Okay? Now, I don't know how you're watching me from McDee's. I might have to tell our boss, right? Because I said I don't want to lose my McDee's job. So if he sees me streaming when I said I was sick and you're there, we might have a little bit of a problem with my boss. So just make sure you don't get caught, because you're going to get me in trouble, man. Seriously. Don't let the boss catch us. Don't stop your Oz. Wish I didn't mention it. I'm gonna keep stopping the Oz, man. Waterfly said I used to get rejected, then I married her. Keep pumping. McDonald's is getting slammed because you called in sick. Slogan with the $4 super chat. Thank you, Slogan, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Man. McDonald's is getting slammed. The one you stood George up for. Yeah. Stood George up. Can we just have a mod track of all the Oz and give us a count in the corner of the screen? We can do that. It'd probably be about, there's one. Probably be, probably 300 per stream, I had to guess. How do you use volume? I use volume for breakouts, right? Right here, I mean, we didn't get great breakout. We didn't get good volume, I mean, right? So usually on these breakouts, you want to see good volume. This one you didn't. So we haven't really seen good volume. Really, the only time we really saw good volume was, obviously the big capitulation, sell volume, and then the big buy pressure, buy volume there. So that's really the only volume we've gotten lately. Other than that, I mean, we've pretty much been flatlined here with a few peaks and valleys, but that's really it, dude. But so we have to take volume with a little bit of grain of salt right now, just because we haven't had good volume in forever. So Measure move of this breakout is 42K for BTC. Yeah, I mean, a falling wedge. You guys got to remember a falling wedge, which if you wanted to call it a falling wedge, which I would, right? It's pretty legit with one fake out. Never mind, one fake out to the upside. Always remember we had one fake out, so that could throw it off a little bit. But measure move of this would be the top touch, which is all the way up here, right? All the way up here, depending on which one of these you want to use. But it would put us somewhere around 42,600. That's where that would put us. That's our measure move. But we have to wait and patiently see if that comes through. But nice breakout today, guys. Nice freaking breakout. I was like you, no, that's a stablecoin, right? They did not. Why not hold USDT? Nick said, Jordan, this is your boss. Get off the stream and call me immediately. Ah, crap. Crap. My boss caught me, dude. Yeah, if you want the Discord, Boots just posted the Discord in the chat. So if you guys want to join the Discord, go right ahead, my guys. Do we have to test the top of the purple channels as support before going up, or can we go up? I'd want to test it, right? And a lot of people are probably gonna get mad at me for saying that, right? For saying that, oh, Jordan, you're such a bear for wanting Bitcoin to go back down. I just think it would be healthy, right? If we close this 4-hour candle where we are right now, let's close at 36,300. Let's come back down, retest this as support, all right? Which would cool off the 4-hour, which would cool off the hourly, cool off the daily, maybe not cool off the daily a little bit. I expect it to probably happen today. And then make our next run to the upside. That's what I want to see that happen. But unfortunately, as we know with Bitcoin, that tends to not be what Bitcoin likes to do. Bitcoin usually likes to do the opposite of everyone thinks. So what does everyone probably think right now? Everyone's probably looking at the same thing as me right now. You know, 4 hours getting a little bit overbought. 1 hour is getting a little bit overbought, right? Everyone's expecting that back test. What does Bitcoin like to do? Well, likes to do the opposite and just go to the upside. So we shall see. We shall see. We know when Bitcoin. I think a lot of us forget that when Bitcoin's super bullish, which I'm not going to call this super bullish right now. Let's back up a little bit. I mean, we've only really been going up for approximately about 3 days, right? 3 days there. But when Bitcoin's super bullish, let's say that we get super bullish right now. Let's not forget, when Bitcoin's super bullish, Bitcoin does things that you can be overbought for days. Like, look right here. You were overbought in the daily from the end of October all the way to the end of November. For a full month, you were overbought there on the daily time frame, right? Another time right here. From the middle of December to the middle of January, another full month pretty much, you were overbought on the daily time frame. So Bitcoin, if it wants to be bullish, can tell the indicators to screw off. It can tell them nope. And it can just do the unimaginable. So like I said, I don't think we're in that time frame right now. I don't think we're that bullish, don't get me wrong, but if whatever reason Bitcoin decided to get that bullish, it can just tell everyone to screw off. So always remember that too. Always remember that too. When Bitcoin is too bullish, alts can get left behind. Tristan, I actually think when Bitcoin gets too bullish, that's when altcoins really start performing, personally. Cedric said there's no such thing as overbought or oversold. Stop using that for TA. No, I will continue to use that because RSI has continued to be proven to be the best indicator for technical analysis. If you don't agree, right, you can go use your own indicators, right? That's what I use. All right? That's what I use. There we go. Oh, we got Super Doge back. What's up, Super Doge? Can we review price levels for BNB? Superdoge.io. animation with writer for X-Men, Iron Man, new partnership news, first crypto superhero. Go check out Super Doge, guys. Hey, this Super Doge loves shouting out Super Doge. He loves Super Doge. His name is freaking Super Doge, right? But yeah, we can look at BNB for you, my man. Let's look at BNB. I know you just wanted to shout out Super Doge, but it is what it is. RSI doesn't work. Okay. Do you guys even look at the charts? Anyways, Binance Coin. What is going on, man? What is going on? What's going on with Binance Coin, though? Seriously. Let's actually, I'm going to go to the 4-hour time frame. You can see right here. Right there. I mean, it's not perfect, but you can see in general, you broke out of a little bit of a smaller time frame symmetrical triangle, and that's what really caused you to really start moving to the upside here, right? You could actually probably draw it like this, and this was actually, you broke out right here. You broke out, you came back down and retested it as support, and then you continue up to the upside, okay? So that is a really good breakout there for Binance Coin. Now, not only did you break out of that symmetrical triangle, let me actually get rid of this so you can see a little better. But we also, looks like we broke out of the same resistance that we did for Cardano, same resistance we did for Ethereum. We broke out for BNB, or we're trying to break out today. You can see right there, poking our head over that resistance, which is really good. Now, what could be our next targets? Well, let's take our swing high, our swing low here, and check it out. Let's see. Yeah, I'd probably say if you don't count that big wick to the downside, which a lot of times I don't like to count it because it kind of throws off the chart a little bit. But if you look here, from your swing high to swing low there, your golden pocket, 0.618 and 0.65 are right where you had some pretty big resistance, or really your last big resistance on this move back down, right? So I could probably see about 365 and about 375 being that next resistance, somewhere in that range for BNB. But BNB obviously looks bullish as heck too. Looks bullish as heck if you can confirm this on a daily close and then continue it up, just like ADA, just like Cardano. All right, just like ADA and just like ETH. But any news from Fashad about the pump? I haven't seen Fashad. I think he was only here to give us, let us know that he was going to buy 30K. But I haven't seen Fashad in a couple days. So Fashad, if you're in here, let me know, man. Let me know, man, if Fashad's in here. Where's my boy Fashad? Kanji said, could we technically be in a wedge since May 8th? Since May 8th? Hey, you're going way back here, huh? You're going way back. So in a wedge since May 8th. May 8th is right here. So how would you say it? Like something like this? I'm assuming this is like kind of the wedge you're talking about, right? Something like this. I don't know. I don't necessarily think so. But even if you were, it looks like on the same token, it looks like you're probably trying to break out today too. Even if you're trying to look at this resistance, right? 1, 2, 3. You're right at that resistance line. Looks like you're breaking it pretty firmly today anyway, even if you were. So definitely could be. We'll see if you close above this, you already invalidate that. So I don't know. I don't necessarily think so as far as this one goes, but I could be wrong. Can't count anything out. Fashad in live XRP room, seriously? Yeah, I know Fashad loves XRP. He loves XRP. Owen said, question, do most people lose money day trading? For most people, is it best to just buy low and hodl? Yeah, most people lose money day trading. And anyone that's going to sit in here and tell you that most people don't lose money day trading are lying to you, okay? They're lying to you. Most people lose money trading. Not everyone, right? There's exceptions out there, but for the most part, if you're not, unless you're some absolutely crazy expert person, right? I'm not going to go to what I wanted to say, but then you're probably gonna lose money trading, and you probably be better just dollar cost averaging and holding. Like I said, unless you can read charts like a freaking pro, you know, just keep in mind there's no indicator you can buy that's going to tell you when to buy and sell perfectly, right? A lot of people think they can just buy like Market Cipher, for instance, and just think they're going to become some absolute godlike trader, right? It's not going to happen. You got to know what you're doing. You can't just buy some indicator and expect to just do well, right? You got to know what you're doing. What crypto would you recommend to buy today for someone that is new? I always recommend staying in the top 10, right? If you're new, I recommend staying in the top 10, right? Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum's good. I like Binance. I like Cardano. Even XRP, I think, is undervalued. And yeah, I mean, there's other coins that I like Chainlink, obviously Theta, VeChain. But if you're new, I'd probably stick to just Bitcoin and Ethereum if you're really new, right? Maybe add some Cardano, XRP, you know, if you really want to get diversified. But if you're truly new, get the basics down. But Justice said, "Don't buy on a green day." That's a great analogy, and that's something I don't probably bring up enough. Is would it be a bad thing to buy today if you're holding long term? No, but I think a good rule of thumb is buying on red days, because I mean there's everyone just gets so used to just buying in a bull market and just making gains just because everything's going up, right? But in general, especially in times like this where there's a lot of chop, buying on red days is usually more profitable than buying on green days. Because usually when you're buying on green days, you're not doing it because you think it's a good investment. You're doing it because you have FOMO, right? You have a fear of missing out. Now, when you buy on red days, or you buy at supports rather than resistances, you're buying with a smart money mentality, right? You're buying when it's low. Buying right now, I mean, you're kind of FOMOing, right? You're kind of FOMOing. Not going to say right now is a terrible time to buy because I don't agree with that based on my long-term strategy. But in a short-term strategy, you're kind of FOMOing if you're going to buy now, right? The time to buy was down here when everyone didn't want to buy. Everyone was calling 20K, everyone calling 15K. That was the time to buy in this green box. Not going to say that still can't happen. Right? We don't want to get overly bullish still. There's always a possibility we could just, possibly come up here and get rejected again and come back down, right? So don't rule that out. But the time to buy was lower. 6 months is short term? Maybe. Not for GTG. You said 6 months is short term. I agree with you, but a lot of people don't think that way. A lot of people think that short term is like a month, right? Probably even less than that, probably 2 weeks. People have a very short-term mindset when it comes to crypto. They can buy something and then it'll go down for like a week and then they panic sell because it's just short-term to them. So good for you, Betty. You're a rare exception. You're a real exception if you actually make a profit from trading. Okay. Now, you can have a profitable trade here and there, but to be actually profitable is very rare. I compare it to people buying scratch tickets, right? Someone will buy just for example, someone will buy 1,000 scratch tickets. Okay, they'll spend, let's call it, they'll spend $10,000 on scratch tickets, right? And let's say over that first 1,000 scratch tickets they buy, let's say they, on average, they lost about $8,000, okay, over those 10,000 scratch tickets they bought. Now the next scratch ticket they could buy, they could win $5,000. And what would they do? They'll brag to everyone, guys, I just won $5,000 off a scratch ticket. This is why I buy scratch tickets, because you can win so big. When in reality, right, even though they won $5,000 off that scratch ticket, in reality, they're still down $3,000 from all the scratch tickets that they bought over time. You know, people have a very short-term mentality outlook, and just because they think they get one good buy or one good trade, they all of a sudden think they're a pro trader, right? I kind of compare it to that. Most people don't take into account their long-term losses over, you know, the span of however long they're buying or trading, right? So I compare it to buying scratch tickets almost in a way. Now, it's a little bit more complex, and it's a little more of an educated guess, but, you know, it's a good way to compare it to. I guess you can say the same thing with investing, right? You lose some, you win some, is what it is. DJ Rich said, like I said yesterday, I hate your channel and price is up. Guess it's just my lazy luck. Guess it's just your crazy luck, man. Guess it's just your crazy luck. You found the right channel and the price going up at the same time. That's what we're talking about, man. That's what we're talking about. Remember when George bashed Shiba for months and then we found out he had invested? I remember. I don't remember. And I will continue to bash Shiba even if it continues to go up. Not because I'm not attacking Shiba. I think a lot of people think I'm just going at Shiba, going for Shiba's throat. I'm not attacking Shiba. I'm attacking the meme coin culture. It's like the culture that we have nowadays with the younger generation, right? Everyone's so obsessed with social media and stuff like that. Everything's memes, everything's TikToks, everything's social media, right? It's really ruining our culture. It's the same thing. You can kind of look at it with meme coins, right? It might be great and dandy right now, but over the long term, I don't think meme coins having a spot in the top 100 in cryptos, I don't think it's a good look for crypto. I don't think it's going to get serious investors really pumped to buy, you know, Shiba Inu and all these other coins, right? So it's a more long-term perspective for me. I'm not attacking Shiba, okay? Even though it seems like I am, Shiba is just the easy target. So I poke fun at Shiba, okay? Poke fun at Shiba. Jordan, you sound like a boomer. I'm just a realist, man. I'm just a realist, dude. I'm just a realist. When will McDonald's accept your wife? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, dude. Any thoughts on how much this will pull back? Any thoughts on how much this will pull back? Like I said, don't be surprised if this pulls back and retests this purple trend line, okay? You have this purple trend line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys know this purple trend line. We got to come back. I think it's healthier if we come back and test it, because last time we broke it, we didn't. We just pumped straight up to the red box. People got so bullish, we're going to the moon, and then we got rejected, and we just came back down, didn't even act as support, and just dumped right through it, right? So I want to come back out and rest test it, confirm it as support this time, confirm it as nice support, so then if we ever come back down to that level again, we have support there, and then we can continue up, right? I actually thought you were mid-30s, not 27 with the way you talk. Thank you, Chef Lewis. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Because I don't talk like the 20-year-olds nowadays. Oh, man. The 20-year-olds nowadays, it's just all about freaking social media and TikToks. And what they don't realize is life ain't social media. Life ain't TikToks. All right? Your youth is going to be gone after a while. Don't get me started about this. Don't get me started about social media and all this crap, right? I love day trading though. Yeah, day trading is fun. You gotta think of it as more of a, you know, more of a sort of tinfoil hat, right? I mean, you can make a lot of money doing it, but you can also lose a lot of money doing it too, right? Lose a lot of money too. How dare you? No, it's I don't know. A lot of people in the younger 20s, they think life is just here. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna go into it because you know what? Screw it. So it's better with stocks, isn't it? It's better with stocks. It's better with stocks. Leave her alone. I heard the most profitable day traders use Robinhood. Man. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Good morning, Air Jordan. If you don't think now is the time to buy, what's a price target for BTC? From where we are now, I'm afraid of waiting. Then it's 40K. If you don't think now is the time to buy, what's a price target for BTC from where we are now? I'm afraid of waiting. Then it's 40K. See, you have FOMO. You got FOMO, dude. This is why I'm always. See, this is the kind of super chats. And Michael, I'm going to use you an example, man. I'm just using it as an example. This is a perfect example of people who were too afraid to buy down here. They didn't buy down here, and now all of a sudden we're seeing green candles, and now all of a sudden everyone wants to come out of the woodwork and buy up here. Right? I guarantee you we're going to start to see, you guys know Defiler. We're going to start seeing Defiler coming back. If he's get up here, he's going to be like, guys, I think I'm going to buy back into Bitcoin. Right? And then it's going to dump, and he's going to be like, guys, I'm stressing out. I'm stressing out. Bitcoin's dumping. I'm stressing out. I think I'm going to sell my Bitcoin. Right? So it's just a perfect example of you want to buy when it's low. You not want to buy when it's high. If you didn't buy already, I mean, you're kind of stuck at a crossroads, right? Do you FOMO in or do you wait for some type of correction? That's a decision that you have to make. That's a decision that I don't want to make for you. The only thing I like to preach on this channel is dollar cost average when you have dips. Right now, you don't have a dip, right? So it comes up to you. Are you holding long term? Yeah, if the answer is yes, probably a good time to buy right now. If you're holding short term, that's up for you to decide, right? That's up for you to decide. Just dollar cost average. Where's Squiggy? Squiggy is let me just take us a breaker crypto. Like crypto. A lot of people just take a breaker crypto in this general range because, I mean, let's be honest, it was kind of a boring range, and we're still in the range. We're not out of the range yet. Everyone's getting pumped right now, but just remember, we're still in this range at the end of the day. So until we break out of this range, we're going down and up, down and up, down and up, down. Now we're going up again. You know, is this going to be the one that breaks us out, or are we just going to come back down and go down and up, down and up, down and up? Well, we'll have to wait and see. But a lot of people just took breaks from this because, like I always try to tell people, like this is when everyone starts leaving crypto. This is when everyone starts getting bored, right? Because no one wants to take the time to invest down here. Everyone wants to take the time to invest up here. Okay, so a lot of the names that you saw up here, you don't see down here, right? We'll be back when we're back up here. It's just kind of how it works. It's called FOMO. It's called fear and greed. Let's see. Helmet full of hopium. AM chat is better than PM chat. Yeah. I mean, the AM chat's a little bit different squad. We got a lot different squad here in the AM chat. A lot of people that are in both, you know. All right, guys. So I've been live for like an hour. I like to keep these less than an hour, just like I said, so I don't get burned out. Because if you get burned out, it is what it is. When everyone is fearful, be greedy. And when everyone is greedy, be fearful. Exactly. I'm waiting for them to come back so I can sell to them. Exactly. That's the name of the game, man. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. You buy their panic sells and you sell their panic buys. That is the name of the game. Jordan, agree, Jordan. When it's low, like buying Matic when it was down. Agree, Jordan. When it's low, like buying Matic when it's down. Just messing with you. Thoughts on Dot. I know you guys are messing with me. Creighton said, morning, Jordan. He also said, oh, this is what you're talking about. He said, does social media grind your gears? But it's so healthy. Maybe you should get a TikTok channel. That would make you happy. I already do enough social media. YouTube, even Twitter, right? I'm not as active on Twitter as I probably should be. But I can't be too active over there. I mean, social media really is just unhealthy for your mind. As much as it's part of what I do, so I have to use it. I'm forced to. But social media in general is very unhealthy for your mind. It really is. And it makes people lose drive and motivation when they're on social media. I'm not going to get too much into the in-depths. I'll save that for my second channel. That's a great topic for my second channel. But yes, it is unhealthy for you. You want to check out Dot, though. Check out Dot from my boy Creighton. In the chat. What's Dot doing? Dot is kind of lagging behind a lot of other alts, right? So a lot of other alts we know have broken these downwards resistances. Dot still has some room to work, right? Still has a lot of room to work. We take our top to our bottom here. I mean, we got a ton of resistance looking left. You can see we actually just got resistance on a pretty big one right there, right? Previous support. If you look left, not much there. But like same thing with Dot. If Bitcoin decides to continue pumping, Dot will continue pumping. You also have the nice, if you go back to the daily, the nice W here, right? Down, up, that the breakout target would actually be all the way up about here at about 21 bucks if you break this resistance too. So, I mean, Dot looks good. Dot looks a lot like other alts. You had bullish divergence too, but that already played out. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that. But Dot looks good, man. Social media make mine tapioca pudding. Yeah, pretty much. Thanks, George, man. Enjoy your day off, dude. Enjoy your day off. Go swim at the beach, man. All right, guys. I'm probably going to call it a stream. It was nice talking to you guys this morning. Like I said, I'm going to go enjoy my day and then obviously be back from 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time tonight. So make sure you guys are watching out for that, as always. We're working on a couple of different stuff for the stream. Probably going to add some stuff to the stream today. At least I hope to, right, if it works. Sometimes it doesn't work right away, so it takes me a little time. But I will catch you guys later. Make sure you guys leave a like before you go. Check out the second channel. If you guys want to check out my second channel, links down in the description. You guys can check that out. And also Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff, social media jazz that I just talked crap about is also down there as well. All right, so I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't panic sell your crypto. And make sure you guys are watching Bitcoin's chart a lot later. Not right now. Take time off, all right? Peace out, guys.